Like, if I say to you, how do they run so fast? What would you say?
Yeah. Mate, your knowledge is sick. That was so good. There's no sprinters because they've not trained power.
Yeah.
And Coach Dan gets very angry if you don't train power when you're young. It's true,
That's good, isn't it? That's really good.
It is true.
Never heard that before, and I was like, it's so true.
Dan,
Brad?
feels like forever since I last saw you, mate.
Yep, showbiz.
For audience context, we haven't seen each other for 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks, hasn't it?
So if we are a bit rusty today, just bear with us.
I feel like I'm alright. I feel like I'm in the flow today.
We're just naturals now.
Just
naturals
We're
now.
definitely not natural.
Absolutely not. But we did end last time talking a little bit, you kind of teased, if you remember, into that Kenyan running style.
Yeah.
We were talking about why the Norwegians are so great and how you can't spell anything to do with Norway at all, which is one of my favourite part of the show. So if you haven't watched that yet or listened to it, please go
back and
listen to Dan absolutely butcher Ingebrigtsen. But we did want to talk more about what makes the Kenyan special, because there is this sort of Venn diagram where there are loads of crossovers in terms of like training styles and stuff that make you great, but each group have their own specialities as well, like their secret sauce, like their reggae. And I just like exposing it because it's those little nuggets that have really helped me develop my skills.
Yeah.
So I want to extract them from you today.
Okay.
So that you can take the little bits into your training.
Yep, fair. Yeah.
So I kind of wanted to start. I thought it was relevant as well this week because our mate Kipchoge.
Yeah.
Went and did the marathon in New York. Which has completed the 7 majors now.
Did he not do it? That's crazy.
Yeah, so he'd not done the New York before.
Didn't know that.
Fun fact. And
that's really weird because his new range of trainers just dropped on Nike as well. Do you know that?
Very timely, that. He was wearing this top. Now, I don't have any specifics about it. I just know that he was the only man wearing a long sleeve top, but it had these big old holes in it, and apparently it creates airflow.
Oh, he gets cold.
That's amazing.
So he dropped out of London a few years ago because it's so cold. He hates doing London because it's like can be cold.
Do you think that lends itself a little bit then to one of the reasons that they're so great is that they train in such hot conditions?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Scientifically, what's happening when you train in heat?
Have we touched upon heat adaptation? We have a little bit, haven't we?
Just not in any
episodes.
depth.
No, the depth. Effectively, just to put, the simplest terms is you're like starved of oxygen.
When you're hot?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because your body's working harder, isn't it? Like if you think about it, like in the winter, there's a lot more. It's like the air's like denser. It's denser, isn't it? The air's like thinner when it's warm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's less oxygen in it.
Yeah, less oxygen in the air because
you can't get it in.
Yeah.
So
I believe that's my interpretation. I believe that's like the case.
So less available.
Because when it's hot, you can't breathe, can you?
Yeah.
Like a sauna.
True.
You're not in the sauna going, oh, there's so much like dampness in the air. It's dry, isn't it? Dry heat is really bad. It gives you actually gives you like a tickly throat sometimes, doesn't it? If you get that dry heat.
You don't want to be that guy in the sauna that coughs as well, because everyone starts panicking.
Yeah.
Is he ill?
COVID.
Yeah.
It's got COVID.
Oh God.
Go move over. Get out.
The dreaded vid.
So effectively it then, your body is basically you're forced to work harder.
How does that help you? Because I know in the past you hate training too hard.
There's this, yeah. So effectively,
I just conflating two different problems.
No. You are right, but effectively you have to treat it with respect.
Okay.
So you cannot work to the same speed. You can work to the same intensity, but don't confuse speed with intensity.
Right.
Because heart rate dictates your intensity.
Yes.
Which conflicts into a lot of people's views.
Well, no,
I'm fine. I can breathe. I'm not. Yeah, but your heart rate's 200. It's like that's but it's hard.
200.
No, but like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was. I'm not going to name names, but I was lactate testing someone the other day, and new to running, pretty newish. A CrossFit High Rocks athlete, and his heart rate was so high, so quick. I was shocked, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting."
What does that mean?
He's working harder than he realises.
And that's based
on... you're attuned to working hard. Like,
it's a lot of suffering.
Certain sports are attuned to just going hard, aren't they? And working hard and being in a bit of a hurt locker. But, so for example, let's just say his heart rate, I'm not going to give exacts, but it's because it's not very nice. Let's just say his heart rate was 170. If you were 170 in the heat, let's say in the cold in England, you are doing 4-minute Ks, let's just say, use that, pluck it out of the air.
Yeah, okay.
At 170 heart rate. you will not be able to do that in 38-degree heat in Kenya. There's no
Okay.
way on this planet. So you will have to do. You could do the 170, but it might be at like 5-minute Ks.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But people tend to, if you're not educated with heat, you tend to run the same pace. You know, you'll look for pace because you'll be like, oh, I'm not running fast enough, so I need to go harder.
I just thought it was an excuse. You know, when you get a hot
Oh
marathon
no,
day,
it's real. No,
Okay.
it's real. It's not a myth. You know, so your heart rate goes up in the heat
so
because you're working harder. The oxygen is thinner basically, so you're like
your body becomes more adapt to working on the low oxygen supply, so that when you get a high oxygen supply,
you go bang.
bang.
Yeah.
So do they, when they're running in Kenya, are they always running a little bit worse? Does that make sense?
Well, yeah. I mean,
It'd have to be, right?
Yeah.
On that theory.
Technically, yeah, I guess so.
So
I mean,
they're
it's
doing-
hard without having an actual sample group to go, okay, there you go.
Yes.
But yeah, you know, subjectively, yes, they are.
It must be.
They have to be. But then they are so attuned. I'd say potentially their paces are the same, but what happens is they are more efficient in the cold. They don't like the cold, so there'll be a certain temperature that allows them to like be really, really on it.
So wherein you and I are like an 8 to 10 degree day for you and I is banging,
Yeah.
but they would want it to be at
No,
least
maybe for you, I don't like the cold.
8 degrees.
I hate that.
So I get so
freezing
hot
to me.
running.
Yeah, but then is that because you're always working a little bit hard?
Saying I'm not fit enough,
No, I'm saying you're working hard.
and I'm interpreting that as
As I'm not fit enough.
yeah, I still haven't recovered from you need to go harder. Don't I?
Go harder. But yeah, so effectively there'll be a temperature where they just, I don't know, let's just take a marathon, for example. They want to run, I don't know, I'm just going to pick a time, 3-minute Ks. They're running the whole marathon at 3-minute Ks. In the heat, that probably feels quite tough, but they can still do it. And then they drop down to, I don't know, New York. I think New York, I don't know what temperature it was, but it wasn't terrible from what I know. Maybe like high teens.
Yeah, 15 maybe.
Yeah. They're probably very efficient. They're probably a little bit cold, but they are so efficient because their body isn't really working. It's not under any stress.
And there's more oxygen available.
Yeah, in theory.
Has to be, right?
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like in the winter, unless it's freezing, and then it's obviously different, isn't it?
Yeah.
But it does feel like there's
Well, your
more.
body then turns into a radiator, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It needs to get
the
hot.
air is damp.
Right.
It normally becomes more oxygen in the air, but the air's thicker in cold normally. So the air's thicker, so it's like like for time trialing, cycling, you'll never do fast times in the winter because the air is damp, so it's thicker.
It's almost like friction.
Yeah, literally. But
Yeah.
it can't be too hot because
Yeah.
then you've got the heat. There's like obviously a prime. You know, when they do the indoor, like they do obviously indoor cycling. They do like there's the hour record, and there has to be a certain temperature that they're looking for. So then it's optimal. And obviously indoors, you can dictate the temperature a little bit more.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, so like that. It's the same sort of principle, isn't it? Oxygen in the air, temperature. There's obviously an optimal for everything in every one, but it's trying to find that. But yeah, so effectively working in the heat, I need to stop staying effectively as well. I realised I've said it about 5 times.
What is it?
Effectively.
Is that a feedback that you've had?
No, I just said it loads. I heard it in my own head.
Do you know what I think it is? Everyone's got speech patterns.
Yeah.
And I suspect there are some for me.
Yeah.
Do you notice any for me?
No, I feel like you range your vocabulary quite well. I feel like I stick to.
Oh,
I basically
damn,
want
that's such a nice thing to say. That might have to go in the clip for the edit.
I find that I want to get my information out so quick that I actually just use words that I've just used, like that in my. So I'm trying to get the information out fast.
Right.
So I just use a word to like
You're just fast in your nature, Dan.
to trip into the sentences almost.
So I think effectively is like a filler word, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
To introduce the next fact.
Do you know what irritates me more? So interestingly, effectively doesn't irritate me, but obviously irritates me because it's not obvious because I don't know what you're going to say. You know, someone says obviously and then says something that you didn't know they were going to say.
Well, yeah, because you weren't. How do you know what someone's going to say? You can't predict it.
Not obvious at all, bro.
Obviously, it's this.
Yeah.
Well, to you,
It's
maybe.
either not obvious or real patronising, so don't use it, please. If you're an
Don't use
obvious
the
guy
word.
or gal, please
Watch
don't.
out.
Yeah,
Watch out.
I'm coming for you
Brad's, watch out on Brad's about.
because I'm real
Might get-
scary as well. Like
Right hook.
that's, everyone's really fighting now.
So training the heat works, but then they also train in the altitude.
Well, they are. I think I had a quick look. It's 2,000-ish meters above the sea.
Yeah, so it isn't like massive amounts,
Right.
like in a mountain.
What's a mountain? I mean, this is really naive of me, but what's a mountain altitude then? How many
Is it
thousand?
1,000 meters?
But these are two to 2,500 meters above sea level.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I don't.
But that's
I don't,
but that's not like Mount Everest. That's an official mountain.
I'm really showing my
because I know the
naivety.
Malverns is like the Malverns is almost 1,000 meters high, so
Really?
it's almost a mountain.
Wow.
Yeah, but like so it's not like Mount Everest is like 32,000 meters.
There we go.
Yeah.
That's real height.
So there's like training. There's a training center in Sierra Nevada, and that's really high. I don't know. Andorra. Lots of people go to Andorra to train. It's really hard because the altitude's high. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely more than 2,000 feet. Like they are not on mountains in Kenya.
But it's significant enough to have an impact.
Yeah, so it's probably but only significant enough to have an impact when they come down.
Yes, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
So you're training.
But the thing is, though, don't forget they're born there.
So they're used to
So
breathing.
used to it. It's no different to them.
It would be like being born on Mars and just adapting to that no atmosphere, coming to Earth and thinking, this is great.
Yeah. What's going on here? What's this? Yeah.
They've got, I think, some physiological benefit, like advantages as well. So I researched this, trying to, come educated me.
Yeah.
And it's about length of limb to torso.
Ah, fair. Yeah, they got short torsos, right?
Yeah, right. So like in terms of efficiency of turnover, a long leg is better than a short torso.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Yeah. So I mean, that would be great if you had, I don't know, if you were a deadlifter as well. I think like long arms, long legs, and a little body.
I don't know.
Yeah,
No.
Well, you can get right down with that bar.
Not if you've got long legs.
Okay, so little legs as well, then. Yeah, so maybe not.
Yeah, I think deadlifters are like 50-50 is good. I imagine.
But if you had like Tommy Fury arms, like really long knuckle dragging arms, you could just get down to the bar.
Yeah,
that would be the advantage, wouldn't it? Just
but
go
like,
sumo and you don't have to move.
But I know like deadlifts for myself and think like it's quite compromised because I've got a long way to come up.
Yeah, never struggled with that personally. Funnily enough,
You're average, mate. Average height.
5'9" is average height, but
average man.
Really only a short man would know that. That's the problem.
You're testing it.
Yeah.
So you're right. Yeah, long limbs. Yeah, I think it falls into a slight cliche, though, doesn't it? People are like, "How many times have you heard? Oh, he's good at running because he's got long legs."
There is a runner's frame, though, isn't there?
I feel like at the moment people are proving that wrong, don't you?
Who so? How so?
Just like in general, physiology is kind of like, well, if you train hard enough, you'll probably just get. Especially females at the moment, they don't sense. There's no real classic unless you're a Kenyan.
They've got the short torso, long legs. Yeah,
but there are definitely other females out there who are running fast who don't necessarily have the classic long-legged.
You got any examples you can think of?
I'll tell you, someone is that Anya, the girl who she's a runner. She does the runner podcast. Anya something or other. She's like lost loads of weight and she's really fast now. She's really quick. I don't know what she's ran, but like it's something like a 2:35 or something like that marathon.
No joke.
Yeah, no, but yeah. So she's Anya Cullen.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's.
I feel like I should know this.
Yeah,
sorry.
but she's quite short as a just generally like just quite a short female, and just I'd say she's like sort of 50-50. I wouldn't necessarily see. The problem is when a female puts running kit on, they just tend to look like they've got long legs anyway. And I guess same with a lot of guys. You wear such we wear such shorts.
5 inches max.
Yeah, literally. It's like your legs literally, because it's what you see the most of.
Yeah.
So most men probably in a marathon look like they've got longer legs than they really have.
Yeah.
So maybe that is the cliche is just we all wear silly shorts.
But you think there's a trend now which is showing that actually that torso,
physiology
changing.
and training and technology and just the fact that everything's caught up is like, if I just think about the people I coach, yes, guys with long legs are fast, but then so are guys without.
Is there
weirdly I think of the fastest people I coach and yes, they may have a longer legged frame, but then they also haven't. So
it's not.
It's not. I don't think it's a cliche. But with the Kenyans, obviously, there's something in it.
Yes, and that is obvious. You can use obviously there, Dan. I'll
The
allow
Kenyans,
that
because we've talked about it. Because it's your fact. So obviously, we both discussed it. But yeah, and I guess realistically, if you've got longer legs, there's a chance of having more muscle mass or more sort of like muscle fibers to power you forward and less wasted energy in your core.
when I was researching it, it came up that the length of the leg and the distribution of calf muscle created a super efficiency.
Yes.
Essentially, because there's no wasted muscle really coming out to the sides. It's just like a...
And also, if you've not got like a wide chest or...
That upper body muscle is just not worth it.
No, and you look at them and they really are not going to outbench you, are they? You know? No.
I don't even know if they could lift a pint up. So that's the thing. It doesn't look like they've got
But this strength. Is it, isn't it? And it's like, so how can they run so fast? Like, if I
say
to you, how do they run so fast? What would you say?
My guess would, before I did any research, would be they've just got extra big lungs. But I suppose I'm right because they've got lungs that can work way more efficiently than mine based on altitude and heat, right?
Yes, yeah.
So I'm kind of right. It's not
not size,
but it's like efficiency of lung.
Yeah, because thing is though, it's a hard. We've almost got to like put them in a bit of a box in terms of like there's Kenyans who run marathons, then there's Kenyans who run 10k, and there's Kenyans who run 5k. You know what I mean? Instantly, you just think Kenyan and you think marathon runners, don't you?
You do, because
the
big names
are the ones become famous for running marathons, really.
Yeah,
and that's just like a slight sweeping statement.
I do think the marathon's way sexier than 10 and 5k as well in terms of races.
I don't know. The Olympics, the 10k and the 5k, do you get like the Olympics is different. I would never watch. That's not true. I've watched it, but I wouldn't watch the marathon over a 10k and a 5k. Not at the Olympics.
Interesting.
Because the 5k is over in like 13 minutes. 10k is over in like 26 minutes. Like, where's the marathon? You can sit there for 2 hours.
I'll probably tune in and out of it.
Yeah.
Like Formula One, where you don't watch every lap, maybe.
But like, can you remember 2012 when Mo did the 5 and 10k? I mean, everyone's watching, weren't they?
But that's like I
remember being at a wedding and going out of the wedding and it was on the telly, like outside.
It's a very Dan thing to do, that is.
I'm just not a very nice guy, am I?
That's not what I'm saying. You've got a passion. We don't use the word addiction, we use passion.
Passion.
Addiction's got negative connotations.
Yeah, it does, okay, long limbs, definitely. Yeah.
I did actually bring some of the times that Kipchoge's done over his marathons.
Oh,
Before we move on from Kenyan and marathon specific.
Yeah.
I wonder if you know any of these. It's not like a quiz, but it's more like he's just around New York. Do you know what that means? That means he's now run all seven.
Because he did. How did he actually? Where did he come?
Well, do you want to have a guess?
I think he finished 12th.
17th.
Okay. See, how crazy is that? How
Wild.
many pictures have you seen of the winner?
None.
How many have you seen of him?
Yeah, exactly.
It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It was that crazy sports top he was wearing for a start. Yeah. I'm looking at the times in front of me. So,
okay.
And New York is, noticeably slower than the rest. I guess because of where he is in his career, right?
Yeah, he's just a legacy runner almost, isn't he?
Yeah.
Which is not nice to say, but like it's just where he is.
He's got the second fastest time
ever,
which official time.
See, it's funny, isn't it? I just remember him as having the fastest.
Well,
only because of the project, the Ineos.
Well,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah, the Ineos 159 challenge. Yeah, which is amazing, isn't it? But with the pacers and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah, obviously, because like you think about it and you forget that like Inga Brixton was a pacer for that.
That's wild.
Yeah, all three brothers were. They all dipped in on the 5Ks.
I would have been able to pace him for about 25 seconds.
Yeah, literally, it's so fast, wasn't it? Weren't they running 13-minute 5Ks?
What is that is that 250 pace?
Yeah, no, it's faster than that.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you think about 3-minute Ks is 15 minutes.
Okay.
So 250 is only 50 seconds less.
Sugar.
So it's like 240. Well, it depends how fast they were running, but like it has to be 240. Because 240 is obviously 20 seconds less. So that's like a minute in
40. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
Wow.
So 240.
That is literally 30 seconds.
Crazy.
Sprinting.
Yeah.
Wild. Okay. But obviously we know he did that. It was unbelievable. But the official time technically is Kipton.
Yeah, and it just doesn't count because he had paces. Yeah, Kevin Kipton. Yeah,
who sadly passed away. But he's got 2 hours and some change.
Yeah.
So do you know what the world record he had at the time before that was, Kipchoge?
I'm gonna say it was 2:02.
It's faster than that.
Is it?
And I'll give you a bonus point if you know which marathon.
Was it 2:01?
It's 2:01.
And it was Berlin?
Yeah. Mate, your knowledge is sick. That was so good. I don't know why I'm so surprised, because I think you get everything wrong.
It's one of the fastest ones. That's actually where Kevin did it as well, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So, yeah, 2:01.09, which was the world record at that point.
That's frustrating, isn't it? 9 seconds.
That's very familiar. I always go over the next minute just about in my efforts.
Yeah.
I love it. So New York. Do you want to have a guess, or do you want me to tell you the time he got? So coming down from that peak of 2:01.
I think I actually just don't know this. I'm gonna say he did 2:09.
So he did 2:09 back in Boston in 23.
Okay.
But he came right down to 2:14 in this one.
Really? That's rubbish, isn't it? What a
God.
weenie.
What pace is that?
Oh, mate, that's
still 3 minutes.
Rapid, yeah.
Still 3 minute pace.
So fast, isn't it?
For 2 hours 15.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So, that now makes him the fastest average of all the majors.
Got you.
So a title you can have.
That's good, that, isn't it?
Average.
So you've got the best major profile.
Because you got the average. And I think if the 2:14 aside, it would have been unbelievable.
Thing is, though, I don't know how many of the runners will do all the majors. Well, I don't feel like it's on many of their radars.
Do you want to have a guess who held it before?
Oh, so someone's done it.
So there was a previous record that he beat by doing the New York Marathon, actually.
Oh, okay, it's crazy. What, is it a pro?
I don't know him. It's a he, obviously, but I don't know who he is.
So he ran even Sydney as well?
Who? The previous guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was this year, because it's only been 1 year, Sydney, isn't it?
Correct.
Oh, crazy. That's cool. So he actually, how annoying is that? Like, you had the record for like a few months.
And then Kipchoge goes, move over, mate.
Yeah, so I'm just going to take this off you. What? So there's an average of the whole... Oh, so average marathon time... Well, yeah, I mean, he did a 2:01, didn't he? So the other guy's probably not done that. I'm going to say Kipchoge's average is 2:07.
Oh! 2:06.
Oh,
38.
So
very.
Average is 2:06 for seven marathons?
7 marathons.
7 marathons.
The previous record held by, I'll give him his credit, Yuki Kawauchi.
Okay.
Don't know who that is, I'm afraid. 2:13.
Oh, so still pretty
wild.
Fast.
Wild. Still rapido. So,
but that's funny because, like, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was a guy who had that record.
Well, I guess he only had it this year, didn't
Yeah.
he, technically. So when was Sydney?
But he had it this year for a few months and no one said anything.
No.
Crazy, isn't it?
Because it's not the poster boy.
Sydney was August.
Oh, so it's literally 2 months.
Yeah, because I know I had an
months.
athlete who did it. Yeah.
Okay. Well, you can have second place, sir. Well done. But Kipchoge's having it now.
He's
and I don't think anyone's ever going to beat that.
No, because he smashed that by like 6 or so minutes, didn't he? Well, the thing is, though, because he's got a 2:01 in there, I mean, like, you've got to be running all of them around... Well, you've got to run them all, like 2:05 or 2:06, haven't you? Just to get the average down. Because that's what pulls his average down, probably, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, if he'd ran New York before, when did it become a major, New York? Has it been a major for a long time?
Always, yeah.
Yeah. So if he'd ran that before... He'd at a better pace.
Yeah, it'd been even faster.
Which is wild. So I think that is a safe record for him.
I feel like he's all right, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So we talked a little bit about kind of altitude, heat. I know we, again, teased it a little bit last time, like the culture in Kenya. So how they run.
Yeah, weirdly, I was thinking about this earlier. Like, I've seen lots of clips, and at the moment, there's a lot of stuff on Instagram where... there's just like a group. There'll be a group.
That's the
Have you seen it?
I've seen.
Yeah, there's a few clips like it.
Doesn't it look so friendly as well?
Yeah, they're proper chilled about it, aren't they? And then the guy just goes like, okay, like he pretty much reels off the next couple of days or something, doesn't he? I think there's a few clips of it, and he'll just go like, okay, 2 by, I don't know, you go like 2K times 6, 3 minute K pace with a K float at like 3:20 pace or something like that. And you're like, what? And then they go, and then tonight is 15K at 4 minute pace. And then you go, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
But what I do notice is, the happiness is good, but it's like intensity control. They don't ever like, the bits I've seen is similar to like the Norwegian. They run a lot in Kenya. They run a lot. Like, they run all the time. And I do feel like it is a kind of like survival of the fittest kind of thing. Like, not in a mean way, but more in a... They know what it takes to be a winner of a marathon because they know it will literally change their life.
Yeah,
completely change their life.
Yeah.
Like, completely change their life. Like, it's going to... If they win a marathon... let's say Kipchoge started running, I don't know, 20 years ago. There's no one on this planet did he ever think he'd be like one of the richest sportsmen on the earth.
He definitely didn't think that.
No, and he probably gives most of his money back to... I believe I'm sure I've heard things that he gives most of his money back to his town.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Like, he's probably got more money than he needs. And he certainly doesn't have to buy anything, does he? Just walks in somewhere and just give him everything.
Yeah. Can you wear this for us?
So it is survival of the fittest in terms of like, if you can't run this, you're not going to get anywhere. Like, you're just not. there isn't room for like, oh, well, you're quite a good runner, so we're going to develop you. It's probably like, no, you hit the group and you just survive.
You think that's how it works?
I think so, yeah.
I know that they, the bit of the culture that I'd seen, which I wanted to discuss, was the fact that you could run alongside a Kipchoge, basically,
Yes.
as a junior.
Yeah.
And that's quite normal.
Yeah.
You imagine in any other sport, so you, I don't know, pick a sport, you can go and,
Oh, yeah.
do you know what I mean? Like,
This is not happening, is it?
you go and play with the best in that arena.
Yeah, like imagine just turning up to United's training ground and just kicking the ball around with them. It'd be
Exactly.
like, you're right there, mate.
Yeah. I could have a season like Harry Maguire, you know, that terrible season he had. I could do that. Easy. Pay me. Get me up there. But yeah, if you could rub shoulders in that respect with the best of the best,
You'd feel...
surely that's going to level you up, right?
Yeah. Well, you would, yeah. And you do see the kids running and stuff, but it is literally like... I mean, where does it become... I guess the thing is like, where does it become like you're not going to be a runner or you are going to be a runner?
Oh, how do they kind of
Yeah.
peg you in or peg you out?
Yeah, do you get what I mean? That's where I wouldn't... But it's probably just similar to here, isn't it?
Do you think that's why they all run up that one road, Dan? Because
Just a
just in
test.
case they lose people.
No, but it probably is. They probably do out and backs because they maybe run with kids, and it's like they
No,
run
wait,
at the, yeah.
we'll see you on the
We'll
way
see
back.
you on the way back, and we'll just get you on the way. Make sure you're still alive, and like,
It's actually a good safety thing, actually.
yeah,
that
like
you
the
brought
lion
up.
hasn't got you or something like that. Because
Oh
there's
my
definitely
God.
some wildlife out there that you do not want to bump into.
Yeah.
Like,
We're not equipped for that, Dan.
No, that's why they're so fast, probably, because it like in the back of their mind, they're like, "There's definitely something out here that I've got to be wary of."
Imagine being, I mean, again, yeah, scared of wild, like kind of wild animals and legging it from them. I know that this all the sort of like infrastructure is really spread out in Kenya as well. So it's not uncommon apparently for them to travel 5-10K to school.
Yeah.
So imagine at like 12 running 20K just as in 10 to school,
There
10
and
to
back,
back.
yeah.
The aerobic capacity you would have would be insane.
Yeah.
But I think that shows that then they don't have those kind of top power people either.
Yes.
There's no sprinters because they've not trained
Yes.
power.
Yeah.
And Coach Dan gets very angry if you don't train power when you're young. Don't you, Dan?
See, this is that like slight caveat to the whole power thing, isn't it? Because actually, they are bred for literally just being endurance.
Like
They're
longevity,
like obviously,
yeah.
you look at them and you go, "Oh, they're so skinny," but the power they generate to run
Yeah.
for 26 mile,
It's springy. Yeah.
well, it's the stiffness you create.
Like
You
a-
create
yeah.
this stiffness.
Yeah.
So you basically got the density of their mitochondria is like beyond anything you can imagine.
And it's going to be from that foundational, I should
Yeah.
say. If things were that spread out, I mean, in the UK, you can't even spin around in your own, cul-de-sac where you live, I'm sure. But
Yeah.
there, it's obviously the norm to just
Yeah.
travel so far.
Yeah, and just
I'm a little bit jealous.
yeah, because you just
I would
like
have loved anyone to say, "Go on, Brad, run! Don't eat that cake, run, mate."
there's 5K you got to go this
Do you
morning,
know,
and then
I'd have enjoyed the push.
yeah. But I've read like Mo Farah's autobiography, and he talks about the simplicity of their lifestyle and how
Less noise going on.
yeah. So he moved here from Somalia, and he left his brother and his mum and his dad and him came here.
Okay.
I think that's right.
Okay.
I think that's right. And he then, I believe, at one point he moved in with some Kenyan runners, and he was basically talking about how they literally train, eat, sleep, train, eat, sleep.
Oh,
That's it.
Wouldn't you love to do that? But it's just not a reality.
It is for a pro runner who's looking to make their money by just that. But he said that wasn't how he did. Like, he didn't do his training. There was a lot of noise going on. There was, like, even if you were a pro in the UK,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on there. There's a lot going on. It's very hard to
Can you live on the money you get as a pro?
I mean, you can, yeah, you like ideally would, but there aren't many. I bet there aren't many British pros that just do that.
that would, yeah.
They have a social life. They have,
We've got a bit of a drinking culture here as
well,
well.
whatever. I'm sure they wouldn't be drinking, but they probably go out for coffee. They probably go see their friends. They do this. Life is very different. They're just maybe they're very focused. Their friends are the runners or no one, but they're happy in that. They're not bothered. Like, it literally is that. And it's like, well, this is my life. Like, I can't, Kipchoge, like, I know he's not someone in the press who literally, I don't know, you see gallivanting around.
Yeah.
But when was the last time you saw an endurance Kenyan athlete gallivanting around?
You don't.
You just don't.
It's very simple, isn't it?
Isn't it? They haven't got a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
They haven't, and they're not all rich. They don't all win.
No.
So they're not all trying to find different ways to make money. They're just trying to run faster.
So I suppose, yeah, the proportion at which it occupies their life directly represents how good they are, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That's what happens, isn't it?
Yeah, literally.
And obviously you and I, with jobs, babies, all that stuff. I mean, I know you do pretty well to get all your training in,
but still, like, I'm not pro, and I'll never be a pro. But like, it literally is that, isn't it? Like,
there. Need to. Is that was that my cue to get the violin?
No, I missed out by like the long time.
What does? Okay, so just slightly off topic then. Going pro, and I'm using the inverted commas.
What makes you a pro?
What's the difference between Dan Geisler and going pro? What is the difference on paper?
As a pro runner, nothing.
Okay,
you just get faster, and you enter. You have like elite weight. You get like elite start times.
Could you do that in any discipline that you currently do?
I could, as for the tax man, call myself a professional athlete. If I claimed that all my money, my income came from competing.
Right.
It doesn't, obviously, but that I feel like in the UK you don't get like a pro card. You know, you're now like...
It's not like a thing that you don't get a letter from the Queen or anything like that.
No, I don't believe it. But if you're a professional triathlete, you have to apply for like a license, or you have to apply for a license.
Okay.
But as a runner, you effectively just get times. So like you got, I don't know, let's just say, trying to think, Mo Farah. I don't believe there's nothing he did that made him a pro, other than like he was on the Olympic program. So he was a professional runner. Like, you just know he is, because his income is running, whether it's sponsorship or whether it's, prize money. I don't know what defines your status as a pro runner.
It's only because you quite clearly differentiate the two between you being pro and not pro. But I think we're unearthing that you might be a...
No, your whole income has to come from...
Why?
Because that's what...
So...
like, technically, you're, like...
So you're semi-pro. You're semi-pro.
Well, yeah, but it's not really a thing. But
I'm just thinking
No, because none of my income comes from being a runner.
It costs you money, really.
It costs me money, yeah.
Your trainer addiction.
But then, if they haven't got a shoe sponsor, they'll have to buy the shoes. If they haven't got any supporters, you could be a very, 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 very fast runner and have elite start times and not win any money. So realistically, you're not financially backed by your running.
So you're not a professional.
Not really, no.
So we're using the pro
I don't know. You're a builder still,
or a labourer.
You're still a labourer, because technically,
that's your profession.
Yeah, like on your HMRC tax return, it says what you are.
Bricks and mortar.
Yeah, you've got a building company. You've got you're a salesman. You're I don't know, a retail someone.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
E-commerce.
Yes.
Yeah.
You might have a part-time job to fund it.
Semi-pro.
Technically, yeah, because it's not your whole.
I'm thinking
income.
of like football tiers now.
And it works exactly the same, doesn't it?
Amateurs.
You don't go into the Premier League and they don't go, "Here's your professional card, Mister."
Well, you sign a pro contract, don't you?
Well, you just sign a contract. I can't imagine. I can't imagine at the top it says
pro.
I imagine.
I would like if it did, please.
I imagine
not signing that. Send it back. Put pro on it. I'm not signing it.
I imagine it just says David Beckham.
Yeah.
It doesn't say David Beckham is now a pro.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just like you're pigeonholed into that, aren't you?
So there's not going to be a space really then for you to become pro ever, is there now?
No, God.
It's not really something you would ever want to do. I guess.
No, because technically it means I'd have to try and fund my life doing that. And not good enough,
What prize money did you get from Barcelona?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah, nothing.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's not a pro race. There was a pro race, and the guy won the pro race.
And what did he win?
£5,000.
And why don't you enter the pro race?
Because I haven't got a pro license.
So there is a license for triathlon.
For triathlon, there is.
Got it.
Yeah, you cannot physically enter the pro races without a license. It's like a car. I don't know, like a number or card. You have to register with the federation.
Could you not get one?
There are gateway races in the UK that I could enter, but whether I am good enough to win those races is
you have to win to get the card.
Wow, yeah, or at least come podium in some of them and things. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if I desperately wanted to and I gave up a lot of my coaching, a lot of my, you know, if I give up lots of things, well, like maybe if I just coach to earn enough money, I could maybe get close.
Okay.
Probably could, because I'm not a million miles away now. So, like, if that's what I really wanted to do with the rest of my life...
Do you see it or not?
No, because then if I became a pro, I wouldn't be good enough to win money. Because I would...
Still be at the bottom end.
Yeah, exactly. Pro. Yeah, you'd be at the bottom end. So there must be Kenyans who...
That's irritating, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. But, like, it's life, isn't it?
No, but I mean, for you and the Kenyans as well. Like,
yeah. There must be... Like, don't forget, like, not everybody wins, do they? So...
Imagine being able to run, like, a 2:18 and no one cares.
Well... Here's one for you. So obviously at the moment, a lot of them get done for doping.
Yes.
A lot.
The woman, didn't she?
Yes. Like she just broke the record, didn't she? And
everyone was a bit like, I
want to have a look at your blood. Yeah.
Show me your blood.
But I don't know if I should really talk about this on the podcast, but literally I trained with a Kenyan guy who lives in America, in Folsom, which has a very good running community.
Yep.
He came third at the Boston Marathon.
Wow.
Yeah, with 2:12.
Wow.
And he won. He won. He said he won in the region of like about £250,000.
What for that race?
With prize money and sponsorship stuff. He's a Brooks athlete. Was a Brooks athlete.
Wow.
So that was before COVID. So that was about 7 years ago. And I was running with him then, like only on his easy runs, you know, not keeping up with the sessions.
He's doing easy. You're in zone 5.
Yeah, a great athlete. I won't name names. Really, really, like I took a lot of sort of advice. He's so chilled, chilled. He's American citizen, so he would always go for the Olympic trials as an American citizen. Anyway, he went to the American trials not this April, but the April before, so 24.
Yep.
Since then, he retired, and he's just been done for EPO.
Right.
38, I think he was, and it's like, so you're 38, and you're now just starting to do EPO. So you're telling me that now at 38, when you're pretty close to retirement, now's the first time you've started to do these drugs that you shouldn't do. Your mind goes, I think that's the truth.
Difficult. Oh, that's such a shame, isn't it?
But it's like you clearly were doing it back then as well.
Yeah.
Because if you're a lot slower now and you've decided to just have a dabble with it, do you know what I mean?
There is a world where that's possible.
Yeah,
but it's unlikely.
It's unlikely, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, you were running crazy times back then and you weren't doing it. So now you decide to do it now. I mean, in your mind, you go, maybe you want to get back to that, but you're thinking, no, you've probably just always done it. And the tests have got better. Yeah.
I see the temptation, but you're just gonna get caught.
It's crazy, isn't it? Like I know someone. Like how like I've got his number on my phone. I speak to him. I wish him happy birthday. You know, this is someone I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not great.
It's crazy, and it's like he's such a nice guy. I mean, it doesn't make him a bad person.
No, I get it.
Yeah,
I understand.
and I understand. You know, and it's his livelihood and things like that.
If there's a prize of £250,000, I get why you would be tempted to.
Well, this is why they all do it, because, like we said, it's like you make it or you don't.
It's make or break, really.
And also, it's like you do it, you make it. They don't tend to want the money back.
I suppose if it's been a decade, then it's not quite a decade, is it?
No, not for him. But like they won't want that money back because there's no proof that he did it then. So let's say you get away with winning 5 races and you win all that money, and then they catch you on the 6th, and you're like, no, I'm all right now. I've just got 500 grand in the bank.
Yeah.
Like,
what we want to be careful of is we're not endorsing this at all on the podcast.
No, we're not. But if you
but we can understand
it's a big topic. It's a huge topic, and I do like talking about it. And I feel like we should probably be a bit more open about talking about it.
Always.
You know,
yeah,
like because it's I'm intrigued about it because like I mean I'm clean as a whistle. Like literally, like I don't know, I've got like people who are clean who just give blood whenever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a funny one, but like they claim in age group sport, and like it's riddled with it because people have got a bit of money, so they want to put a bit.
Is it an expensive thing to do?
Yeah, really expensive. Okay. Yeah. You can Google it. You can go online.
No idea.
Yeah, there's all sorts of different things you can do. But there's always the technology to get faster is always like ahead of the testing. Because if you don't know something exists, you can't test for it.
Of course it is.
And it's like, oh yeah.
They'll do it in bodybuilding and all sports as well.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So, but it's now like on gym floors, isn't it?
I'm so weird. I've never seen it. I believe it. I've never
Well,
seen
yeah,
it.
but like people just talk about it,
Yeah,
and
maybe, yeah.
it's like my barber had an open conversation with me about some stuff like a few months back.
Wow. Okay.
It's like, whoa,
Okay.
sound.
Nice.
And you're like, brilliant.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway.
But yeah, so Kenyans,
They-
unfortunately, yes, they're very natural until they're not.
And I guess that's definitely the minority from what we can tell, because Kipchoge's clean as a whistle as well. But
You like to think.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
He's an absolute legacy runner. I think it's probably... I'm not even going to go there and let that enter my space.
But I guess to like, realistically, they've run from when they're young.
Yeah.
The load is high.
Yeah.
Their mitochondria is really dense. Their training's hard. They train hard.
They do fartlek, don't they?
Yeah. Well, fartlek, it's speed play.
But what I understand is that they do their version of that, essentially, because it's a Swedish thing, isn't it? But
Yeah.
um,
Big fan on hills.
Yeah.
But the only problem is the big fan of hills is just load. It's weighted.
Yeah.
You know, it's resistance. We've talked about this. We talked about Ingebrigtsen stealing that a little bit, but kind of making their own.
Yeah.
But like the Kenyans, they have intensity control to the point where they don't just run max. You know, they're not trying to get faster by running maximally. But then part of me wonders that they embrace people into the group and they probably are running maximally for a bit until they're then comfortable with it.
how they're adapting, though, that's the thing.
Yeah, but this is it. It's like, but then they adapt or die. I feel like that's the culture.
Yeah. You sort of run.
They haven't got time to wait for these people.
That's wild,
Isn't it? Like, you're in the group, they do 6 by 2K. The one week you do 2, the next week you do 3, the next week you do 6. You know what I mean? You adapt. And then before you know it, you either become great or you don't.
Yeah.
Like Kiptum came from nowhere. Like, obviously people probably knew who he was in those, but then he came from nowhere and just smashed it. So yes, you got that. I reckon it is a bit of adapt or die, kind of like you're in the group and then away you go. They run a lot. Their load's very high, and like I said, that these
it's a cultural thing, isn't it? Like, it's
Yeah.
something you do.
But like we said, there's trends. Like we see it in other people's, you know, load is big, isn't it? Load. Like,
Yeah.
you shouldn't come away from these podcasts thinking I've got to do more training than I can even think about. But it's definitely a factor that runs through these training principles.
It is. Yeah, the time on the tarmac, essentially, the more time you're spending. And so the way, a little quote, I guess, something I think I've picked up from you is like every running session or training session needs to be conducive of allowing the next session.
Yes.
So that's really important, isn't it?
It is really important.
You kind of want to go and blast yourself, but actually, if you go and can't train tomorrow, that's been really inefficient.
Yeah. I heard a really good quote today.
It wasn't mine. Oh, okay.
That wasn't yours. Sorry. And they were talking about, and it was a Substack. Have you heard the app?
Yeah.
Substack? Yeah, and people release
Yeah.
articles, and there's a David Lippman, he's a podcast host, and he wrote he basically releases an article each week, and there's different themes. He actually did one on wearables the other week.
Has he been watching our
Wasn't
show?
themed by us at all. I know that for a
He
fact.
definitely hasn't even seen our show.
No, he's definitely not listened to it. And he said, like, one topic was about wearables or technology.
Yeah.
Technology should inform you. It shouldn't like dictate you. You know, we are sometimes too obsessed with our wearables and things like that. And we talked about that, didn't we? We said it should guide you. It shouldn't just dictate everything. You know, that's big. But then anyway, fundamentals. So like Kenyans have amazing fundamentals. Simple life, focused, intensity control within reason.
Yeah.
Fundamentals, like you said, each run lends into the next run.
It's got to be conducive of the next one.
Yeah, and the quote was, make a cake and then put the icing on top. So the icing's like your supplements, your, you know, I don't know, your trainers, your cloves, you know, those extra little bits. He said, but you don't make a cake out of icing. That's
true,
good, isn't it? That's really
it
good.
Is true.
Never heard that before, and I was like, it's so true. Like your cake,
that'd be an awful cake.
Yeah, terrible. Well, I don't know. Quite
Bad
like,
for your teeth.
I like icing.
Yeah, but just icing.
But like, if you think about it, we spend a lot of time online looking at the icing, and we don't think about sleep, food, structure, discipline.
It's the
fundamentals. We've talked about pillars before in previous episodes.
Yeah.
Go back and have a listen. And but it's the icing that we look at too much. You know, it's what can I buy? What can I buy next? Oh, my High Rocks trainers are slipping. I need some new ones.
I think that's probably fair. I think look a bit more
within. You know,
I'm constantly thinking about sleep to bring HRV in line.
Yeah.
So that I can go and perform better within reason.
Yeah.
I haven't bought like new High Rock shoes for a long time.
Yeah, but I would say the Kenyans are probably the optimal people for that, having their cake, you know, getting their cake right.
Yeah.
Because there's not a lot of noise going on.
They can just do it.
Yeah, every day they just wake up and run.
So, as a bit of a summary then, Dan, like what would you say to people from all the things you now know about Kenyan styles, for you to go and take that into your training in the UK tomorrow? What can people do differently?
One thing is use heat sometimes.
Okay, so how would you best use heat?
Well, you can only really do it when it's hot outside.
So if you're in the winter...
But then, why not optimise a treadmill?
Could you not just wear more clothes?
You could, but it tends to be like the surrounding environment that has the bigger impact. You can wear more clothes. Like there's people literally wear like hazmat suits on the bicycle.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
But then you're better off, I'd say, control the room temperature. Because a hazmat suit sits on you, and that is not comfortable.
No.
But if the room temperature was hot, it's not comfortable, but it's not on your skin. It's not direct. Okay. And you just buy a heater. You know, you can buy a lot of tools.
So heater, shed, turbo.
Yeah. Or treadmill.
Okay, treadmill, yeah.
Or go to David Lloyd swimming pool, it's well warm.
Or go to the gym, Top Notch, in the centre of Worcester, go downstairs on the treadmill, because they do never put the aircon on.
Well, there you go then.
And you just melt to death.
And they just melt to death. But that is the same, it's heat.
Yeah.
And it's why you suffer on it.
Yeah.
So, utilise heat. Altitude's a tricky one.
Malvern Hills, you said, though.
Well, technically it's 1,000. Yeah, technically, but you'd have to like run right at the top.
What about if you wore one of those things that sort of restrict oxygen breathing? Isn't that you can put one in your mouth and run with it, can't you?
Yeah, I don't think it's
very scientific.
But it's more the environment.
You look like a bit of a...
Oh, they were quite popular for a bit, weren't they? Like them nose strips.
I think too much about my street cred. I don't know if I could do it. I could never wear a nose strip.
Yeah, don't.
I'm not, again, if you've got the confidence to do it, love that for you. I don't have that confidence to do
Wear it if it works for you, but it's not really anything.
I can breathe fine.
I know, me too. I have for like 40 years.
Is it a myth?
A little bit.
If we did a yes/no on it, it'd be a no from you.
It'd be a no from me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, okay, so that's great.
So heat and...
Intensity control.
Yeah.
Cut out the noise.
Sleep more.
Get your fundamentals right.
Would you run barefoot?
Never.
One of the things I wanted to quickly look at was like, do they actually run barefoot?
I doubt they do.
They don't. Yeah. It's not a thing. No. Like I looked at it and it was like, no, they run in shoes. I mean, they do obviously from a poorer background. Yeah, that exists everywhere.
Yeah, of course it is, yeah.
They sometimes do.
Yeah.
And
they have to.
It might make your feet a bit harder, but in reality, safe to run in shoes. Don't run.
Yeah, they might have done 30, 40 years ago.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I looked at a picture the other day of Paula Radcliffe running a marathon. I think it might be London. The trainers she's wearing look like just general sports trainers. I'm absolutely amazed that the levels, the times they did in those, and the level change in shoe. I'd be a bit embarrassed. Do you know what I mean? If I met somebody in that era in their shoes and I'm running in my like Vaporflies, way slower than them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's changed, isn't it?
It's wild.
But a lot of records, when people talk about it, like when they're a bit of an older school athlete, they literally say like
non-carbon,
your non-super shoe.
Because it is a thing, isn't it?
It is a thing.
I know Kipchoge's really famous for his Alpha Fly, but there would have been a time where he wasn't running in that.
Absolutely. Yeah. He'd be the best person to talk to, wouldn't he, really? Because surely he can make a good comparison. And his times probably haven't differed that much.
The 201 would have been Alpha Fly, though, surely.
I'd have thought so.
I don't know what it was.
sub 2 was.
Of course it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Ineos one, yeah.
Yeah.
1:59:40.
God, it's fast, isn't it?
That's like two...
I remember watching it online. It was amazing.
Is it 2:50 that pace, or less than that?
I don't know. I wouldn't like to commit to that.
So fast. Anything with a 2 hurts.
For 26 miles.
Do you know what I mean? Anything with a 2 just hurts.
42k. Yeah, it's a
wild.
That is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well done. I think I've emptied your brain on Kenya.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed that, mate. I
think it was good.
There's lots that you can take little adaptations into your training style now.
Yeah.
And it's, again, just reaffirmed that a lot of this is intensity control.
Yeah.
There's a massive Venn diagram of all these theories. The one you can take from them all is control the intensity,
Yeah.
get the volume in,
Yeah.
get the load in,
Yeah.
and sleep,
Sleep.
basically.
Yeah.
All right. Well, mate, I appreciate your time. Thank you very
Pleasure.
much, and we'll do this again next week for everybody.
Sounds good, mate.
Cheers.